Hello, TrendCloud members. Hope you guys are making profits, scaling out of your positions. I wanted to have a quick discussion about this horrible event that took place, this assassination attempt on Donald Trump, and just have a quick conversation about how a news event can affect the market. And this is the Trump media stock here. It's on the NASDAQ. I'm not sure if anybody has this in their portfolio, but I just wanted to have a discussion about how that news affected DJT. Okay, now what we're looking at here, this vertical line here on this candle, this is the 4-hour chart, and you can see at the bottom of the screen there it says Friday, July 12th. Okay, so nothing has happened yet. The assassination attempt took place on the 13th, and when the market opened on Monday, you had this huge jump, okay, and then a return to its original position. When the shooting took place, he survived it, right? And a lot of people said, my God, they tried to put him in jail, they tried to bankrupt him, now they're trying to kill him, and he's surviving all of this, and he's just coming out on top. Fight, 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 the famous 3 words that he speaks after he gets shot. And a lot of people look back and say, hey, doesn't he have a stock? EJT, isn't that his media stock? And so, what happens here? Well, a lot of people remember that he's got a stock and they start buying it, right? He survives the brutal assassination attempt on him, survives it, and a lot of people start buying the stock, okay? And does that mean that you should buy this stock? Well, this is a news event that took place, and this is how people interpreted that news. We're going to zoom out here. This is the 4-hour chart. Let me recalculate the chart here and kind of show you. Let's bring up TrendCloud, okay? And you can see the downward trend here. Let's go to our replay, and let's go right there, all right? So this is what we're looking at on July 12th. Here's TrendCloud. We're in a 4-hour, right? 4-hour chart, downtrend. Bring up the other indicators. Bring up your cycle indicator and TrendCloud momentum filter. And you can see that we're still early in this trend, right? Here's the second wave, right? Here's 1, 2, we're about to make that third wave. And it doesn't quite make it down, right? It kind of goes sideways for a couple of days, right? And we are cycling up. Okay, so when you're in a downtrend and you're cycling up, that means that this is in a corrective move. Okay, so this is going to correct, and where's it going to correct to? Well, somewhere inside the trend cloud, like this, right? Pulls back into the trend cloud, maybe it hits the 50, and then makes another move down. Whoops, makes another move down, breaking past this previous structure low. Now, this is the situation that we have to assume, because this is the trajectory that we're following. This is the context of the trade on the high time frame that we are following. So we have to assume that this is going to happen. If it doesn't happen, then we simply recalculate and make plans to do something else, right? But we have to assume with our trade plan and our strategy that this is what's going to happen. Let's take a look, okay? Let's take a look on this candle, okay? On the 12th, now that we know we're in a downtrend and we're looking for this situation to happen, let's go over to the 1-hour chart, and I'll have to do it on here. Well, let's just open this up. Here's the 1-hour chart. So on the 1-hour chart, okay, in this situation here, on the 1-hour chart, you can see on this candle that CCI is above positive 100. In fact, what does it do? It hits positive 200, doesn't it? Right there, that dotted line. So we've got a very strong upward movement on our trending time frame. Now the candles are still red, okay? Here is still the 12th, here is still the 12th, but now we're transitioning into the yellow candles, right? Yellow candles are our transition candles. We are still above CCI, right? Positive 200. We're pushing back down to that positive 100, and right here, we are now officially in a 1-hour uptrend because we have the TrendCloud crossover, green candle. We are above positive 100 on CCI, and we've got an upward cycle on the high time frame and upward momentum as well. Okay, so this is telling us that we're probably going to be either making a deep pullback into TrendCloud, or this is the start of some kind of trend reversal. So what happens? Well, here's the end of the day, and then right here is Monday. So the shooting took place on the 13th, Saturday the 13th. So let's open up the 1 hour chart here and let's recalculate, okay, and take a look. And there's the massive jump. Okay, so Trump survives the assassination attempt. People look, they remember that he has a stock, and they start buying it. Okay, and it is transitioned into a uptrend on the 1 hour chart. But the context, okay, and the overall picture is still down, right? And if we move forward here, you can see there's the wild jump. We're still in this downward trend, and this is what it looks like on the 1 hour chart. So temporarily, we've got this massive upward spike here, but we're still in that high time frame downtrend. So there might have been some people who took a chance on this thing reversing, but in a parabolic movement, and this is the point I wanted to drive home, in any type of parabolic movement, in any direction, a parabolic movement usually returns to its origin. Okay, a parabolic movement usually returns to its origin. Let me draw out the demand zone here. Okay, there you go. So what happens here? Pulls back down into that original demand zone. Now we're extended. You know, look where we are at now. Let's move this forward and bring it up to today. Here we are today. Okay, pulled back into the demand zone. What do we got? Upward cycle, upward momentum. See, right there, green momentum on your momentum filter. Inside of the demand zone, extended trend on the 1 hour chart. So what we want to look for here is something that looks like this. We want this to pull up. Okay, we want this to break some structure here, and we want that CCI to break above positive 100. Maybe even positive 200. That'd be even better. And we want to maintain this upward momentum. Cycle up, momentum up, right? CCI above positive 100. And then a pullback into some kind of demand zone that gets created. And what we should see is this. Okay? A break of structure like that. That's the pattern that we look for. That N pattern. Break of structure above CCI, positive momentum filter in the green, cycle indicator in the green, and coming out of that extended trend, right? So we're looking for this, but I just wanted to drive home the point that just a news event does not dictate the trend of any market or any stock, okay? A news event is simply a catalyst to the technicals. It's simply a catalyst, that's it. You must maintain discipline with your TrendCloud trade plan, okay? We're talking about combat discipline here, right? You need to maintain that discipline and only trade what you see. Do not rely on one thing. Do not rely on just a news event. Do not rely on just a crossover. Do not rely on the fact that you just have an extended trend, right? It's got to be everything together, right? You've got to put all three time frames together and put those pieces together and do your analysis, follow your trade plan, and then say, okay, now is the time to go long, or now is the time to go short. But you've got to wait for everything to line up. All right, so that is the example I wanted to show you guys today. And again, hope you guys are taking profits. Let me know if there's anything that you guys want to see, any other news events that you'd like to see. I think it would be really interesting to take a look at news events and how they correlate with the technical analysis, especially when you're following along with your TrendCloud system. Thanks, guys. I will see you in the next video.